Chief Advisor Dr. Mohammad Yunus asked secretaries to implement marching order to reform at all levels. Anti-discrimination student movement to hold Shahidi March program tomorrow across the country to pay homage to martyrs and injured during the movement. Awami League sows seeds of fascism in country through imposing party constitution as constitution of country, says coordinator Hasnat Abdullah. Whitening black money facility banned to eliminate impact of illegal currency on country's economy. Israel intensifies strikes on Gaza after a short period of ceasefire. 43 more Palestinians killed in last 24 hours in Gaza. And Bangladesh to face Bhutan in FIFA-friendly football match in Thimphu tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Nazneen Khalik Zubail, welcoming you all. News at 10. You have just heard the headlines. Now move on to the details. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus has issued a marching order to the secretaries of all ministries and divisions to take and implement reform programs at all levels. Consultation must be held and opinions should be taken from the stakeholders to formulate the reform programs. The Chief Advisor said this in a meeting with the secretaries at the Chief Advisor's office today. Speaking at the meeting, Professor Yunus said a new Bangladesh must be built ensuring honesty, devotion and accountability in all fields in line with the pledge voiced by the student people in the July-August uprising. Stressing the need for shunning conventional thoughts in building the new Bangladesh, he said the thoughts should be reformed and the government activities must be carried out in creative ways with utmost importance to public interest. By rooting out draft and easing services, his highest satisfaction of the commoners should be achieved. The Chief Advisor said, adding that optimum use of public money must be ensured. Professor Yunus asked the authorities concerned to ensure fair competition in public procurement and remove all obstacles to it to ensure transparency and accountability. He instructed all ministries and divisions to submit time-bound action plans for short-term, medium-term and long-term reform programs with creative and citizen-friendly mindset, which will be evaluated and monitored regularly. The Chief Advisor said the interest and positive perception that have been created worldwide about the new Bangladesh after the Student People Revolution must be utilized in the best way for the sake of the country. The Anti-Discrimination Student Movement will observe Shahidi March tomorrow, marking 1 month into the fall of the Awami League government due to the student-led mass uprising. The program will be organized to pay respect to those embraced martyrdom and sustained injuries during the movement. This Shahidi March will begin at Dhaka University's Raju Sculpture at 3 p.m. Sarjis Alam, one of the coordinators of the Anti-Discrimination Student Movement, said this at a press conference at Dhaka University today. Other coordinators of the movement, including Hasnat Abdullah and Abu Bakr Mazumdar, were present. The coordinators of the Anti-Discrimination Student Movement called upon the members of the families of the martyrs of July and August to take part in the Shahidi March. The mass uprising led by the Anti-Discrimination Student Movement toppled Sheikh Hasina's government on August 5.
পতনের জন্য নিজের রক্ত দিয়েছে, জীবন দিয়েছে, গুলির সামনে আবু সাইদ থেকে শুরু করে আমার হাজারো ভাই যেভাবে বুক পেতে দিয়েছে, একটা গুলি খেয়ে পরের গুলিটি আবার নিজের বুকে নেয়ার জন্য শক্তি নিয়ে দাঁড়িয়ে গিয়েছে। এখন সময় হচ্ছে আমার সেই ভাইদেরকে স্মরণ করা, ধারণ করা। সেই জায়গা থেকে আমরা মনে করি যে আগামী কালকে 5 সেপ্টেম্বর পুরো বাংলাদেশের যেভাবে এক একটি যুদ্ধের সেক্টর হয়ে উঠেছিল সেই 5 আগস্টের দিন কিংবা তার পূর্বের দিনগুলোতে, সেভাবে আগামী কালকে আবারও আমার ওই শহীদ ভাইদের স্মৃতিকে, স্পিরিটকে নিজের মধ্যে ধারণ করে আমাদের ছাত্র জনতার অভ্যুত্থানের 1 মাস পূর্তি উপলক্ষে আমরা একটি শহীদি মার্চ করতে চাই। আগামীকাল বিকাল 3টায় আমাদের শহীদ মার্চের রুট হবে রাজু ভাস্কর্য থেকে শুরু করে নীলক্ষেত হয়ে নিউ মার্কেট, কলাবাগান, এরপরে ধানমন্ডি পার হয়ে মানিক মিয়া এভিনিউ হয়ে, অর্থাৎ সংসদ ভবনের সামনে দিয়ে ফার্মগেট, কাওরান বাজার, শাহবাগ, আবার রাজু ভাস্কর্য হয়ে আমাদের জাতীয় শহীদ মিনারে গিয়ে শেষ হবে।
The Awami League sowed the seed of fascism in the country by imposing the party's constitution as the constitution of the country, said Hasnat Abdullah, one of the coordinators of the anti-discrimination student movement. He said this at a press conference at Dhaka University today, organized by the anti-discrimination student movement.
এই যে ৭২-এর যে সংবিধানটা প্রণীত হয়েছিল, এই সংবিধানটা কিন্তু একটা জাতীয় সংবিধানের জায়গায় সেটা হয়ে গিয়েছিল কি আওয়ামী লীগের সংবিধান। এই আওয়ামী লীগের সংবিধানটা সেখানে হচ্ছে একটা আমরা জাতীয় সংবিধান হিসেবে আমরা মেনে নিয়েছিলাম। আওয়ামী লীগের সংবিধানটাকেই আমরা বাংলাদেশি সংবিধান হিসেবে ধরে নিয়েছিলাম। অর্থাৎ দেখেন, একটা দলের সংবিধানকে যখন একটা দেশের সংবিধান হিসেবে চাপিয়ে দিতে চায়, সেই জায়গাটাই হচ্ছে ফেসিবাদের প্রথম বীজটা বপন করে দেওয়া হয়। এবং আমরা জাতি হিসাবে এই যে এত বছর পরে আমাদের দ্বিতীয় স্বাধীনতার আগ পর্যন্ত কিন্তু আমরা সেই জায়গায় কখনো প্রশ্ন করতে পারিনি। আওয়ামী রাজনীতির বাইরে
$1 million to the Japan platform for helping flood victims of Bangladesh. Agriculture advisor Lieutenant General retired Mohammad Jahangir Alam Chaudhry said this while Japanese ambassador to Bangladesh, Iwama Kiminori, paid a call on him at the Secretariat office today. Agriculture advisor Lieutenant General retired Mohammad Jahangir Alam Chaudhry said the government wants to utilize Japan's experience for the development of Bangladesh's agriculture sector. Mentioning that Bangladesh's agriculture production is excellent, the ambassador said the Japanese private sector is also interested to work for the development of Bangladesh's agriculture sector alongside the government. Checks of 1,99,54,773 taka were received as donation from various organizations, individuals and associations to help the flood victims today. Disaster Management and Relief Advisor Faruqi Azim Bir Pratik received the checks of the donations on behalf of the Chief Advisor at his office of the Ministry of Disaster Management and Relief. Bangladesh Mukti Jodha Kollan Trust donated a grant of 1 crore taka. The advisor thanked individuals and organizations for standing beside the flood victims. Medical services fully resumed today at all hospitals across the country as the protesting doctors called off their program, demanding 4 points including their security. The medical services are going on in full swing at all departments, including the emergency and outdoor department of Dhaka Medical College Hospital under the strict security of the law enforcement agencies. Earlier on Saturday, doctors announced a complete shutdown at all public and private hospitals across the country, demanding the arrest of those involved in assaulting doctors at Dhaka Medical College Hospital. As a result, the patients who came to the hospital for treatment suffered a lot. Later, the interim government's health advisor Nurjahan Begum went to Dhaka Medical College Hospital and requested doctors to withdraw their shutdown program at hospitals. As a result, the physicians suspended their program after getting assurance from the health advisor. Meanwhile, on Monday, police arrested Sanjoy Pal Joy from Gaibandha in connection with the attack on physicians at Dhaka Medical College Hospital. According to hospital sources, services are now normal after doctors meeting with the health secretary and representatives of the students. Director of Dhaka Medical College Hospital, Brigadier General Mohammad Asaduzzaman said strict security measures have been taken at the hospital. He expects modest behavior from the patient's relatives to avoid untoward incidents in the future. British High Commissioner to Bangladesh, Sarah Catherine Cookie, visited Gulshan House of BNP chairperson Begum Khaleda Zia and inquired about her health condition tonight. Members of the International Affairs Committee of BNP Amir Khusru Mahmud Chaudhry, Dr. Azam Zahid Hussain, Professor Shahabuddin Talukdar, Dr. F.M. Siddiqui and Tabit Awal were present during the visit. Now international news. Israel's military stepped up attacks across the Gaza Strip after a partial pause in fighting for polio vaccinations in central parts of the enclave, killing at least 43 Palestinians on Tuesday. Palestinian Health Minister Majid Abu Ramadan calls on the international community to keep pressure on Israel to halt bombings to allow the continuation of the polio vaccination campaign rollout. The Ministry of Health says 33 Palestinians have been killed in the occupied West Bank as the largest Israeli raid since the early 2000s enters the second week. At least 40,819 Palestinians have been killed and 94,291 wounded in Israel's attack on Gaza since October 7, 2023. A mother and her 3 daughters were among 7 people killed in Ukraine's western city of Lviv during a fresh wave of Russian attacks. A baby and another girl were also killed, officials said. Lviv Mayor Andriy Sktovy said Russia had attacked with drones and hypersonic missiles early on Wednesday. The attack came as Ukraine reeled from Russia's deadliest single bombardment this year, a strike on a military institute in the central city of Poltava that left 53 people dead. Explosions were also heard on Wednesday over the capital, Kiev, as air defenses targeted Russian missiles. 5 people were wounded in Kryvyi when a hotel was hit and nearby blocks of flats were damaged. The attacks on Lviv in the first west of Ukraine came as all of Ukraine was under air raid alert. Russia's defense ministry said it had fired Kinzhal hypersonic weapons at Ukrainian defense industry facilities in Lviv and that all designated targets had been hit. National news once again. The overall flood situation of the country is an improving trend. Though flood situation in Feni, Lokhipur, Noakhali and Kumilla has improved, the suffering of the stranded people has not reduced yet. As the water recedes, the damages become visible in the flood-hit areas. Various waterborne diseases were seen to the people who are in shelter centers of flood-affected areas. Meanwhile, the government and private initiatives are still providing relief supplies to those affected by the floods. In Noakhali, 1 lakh people are still staying at shelters as low-lying areas of the district submerged yet. Fisheries, livestock, agriculture and roads and highways worth 1,000 crore of taka have been damaged due to flood water in the district. In Feni, flood situation has improved further in the district. However, many houses and roads of Feni Shodur, Dagonbhuya and Shonagaji upazilas are still submerged. So far, 1,60,000 packets of dry food have been distributed in Feni. Diarrhea outbreak was also reported in the flood-hit areas of the district. In Kumilla, people who had taken refuge at shelters started to return home as flood situation has improved in the district. The district's flood victims have received 25 lakh taka and 16 tons of rice. In Lokhipur, flood situation is improving in the district slowly. There is an increase in the number of patients in 5 upazilas of Lokhipur who have diarrhea and other diseases. Now news on weather. Met Office in its weather forecast till 6 p.m. tomorrow said light to moderate rain or thunder showers accompanied by temporary gusty wind is likely to occur at many places over Rangpur, Mymensingh and Sylhet divisions and at a few places over Rajshahi, Dhaka, Khulna, Borishal and Chattogram divisions. Besides, moderately heavy to heavy falls likely to occur at places over Rangpur, Mymensingh and Sylhet divisions. Night and day temperature may remain nearly unchanged over the country, said the Met Office. Now news on sports. After winning the 2-match test series against Pakistan, Bangladesh cricket team is set to return home tonight. A source of Bangladesh Cricket Board said that the team will return to Dhaka divided in 2 groups. The first group is expected to arrive around 11 p.m. tonight, while the second group will reach at 2 a.m. Bangladesh's tour of Pakistan was a historic success, marked by their first ever test victory against Pakistan and a series win. Mushfiqur Rahim, Liton Das, Mehdi Hassan Miraz and the pacer duo Hassan Mahmood and Nahid Rana delivered outstanding performances, writing a new chapter in Bangladesh cricket. This series win is widely regarded as one of Bangladesh's most dominant test performances to date. Bangladesh will face Bhutan in the first of the two international friendly matches tomorrow evening. The match will start at 6 p.m. Bangladesh Standard Time at Changlia Matan Stadium in Thimphu. Bangladesh last faced Bhutan in Bangalore. The red and green team won the match by 3-1 goals. And now to end the bulletin, headlines once again. Chief Advisor Dr. Mohammad Yunus asked secretaries to take and implement marching order to reform at all levels. Anti-discrimination students movement to hold Shahidi March program tomorrow across the country to pay homage to martyrs and injured during the movement. Awami League sows seeds of fascism in country through imposing party constitution as constitution of country, says coordinator Hasnat Abdullah. Whitening black money facility banned to eliminate impact of illegal currency on country's economy. Israel intensifies strikes on Gaza after a short period of ceasefire. 43 more Palestinians killed in last 24 hours in Gaza. And Bangladesh to face Bhutan in FIFA-friendly football match in Thimphu tomorrow. That's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us and invite you to join on 11:30 Bangla News. Until then, Khuda Hafiz.